Good luck with that. You know what's going on in the market right now, right? Uh, Mining. So a lot of people are buying up every fucking possible known damn graphics card uh for mining for Bitcoin, Litecoin, and all of those. And so it's made graphics cards like almost un they're making graphics cards like hard as fuck to get and very expensive. I'm looking. Oh, shit, I need to do that. You streaming? How many people you got in your stream? Hmm. So you're missing your motherboard and what else? What's your budget? So okay, so you have a $1,500 budget, or how much can you spend itself? Okay, and so you have do you already have your graphics card? Alright, but so you need your graphics card, motherboard, and CPU. So basically everything. So you have your so you have your case and power supply. Yes, and you have your case, or you don't have your case. You do have a case. What case did you get? What cooling is on it? Is it water cooled? Is it liquid cooled, or is it fan cooled? You're trying to get a liquid cool. How long have you had that case for? A year. How much have you spent already? Do you do you want to build it yourself, or because it's going to be almost impossible to get a decent computer right now? Graphics card. I'm meaning just graphics card. It's going to be legitly almost impossible to get a graphics card right now, unless you want to go with unless you want to go with like a 1050 Ti or a 1060. Oh, it is. What are you getting? 1080. Okay, so you're gonna be streaming on this PC, streaming and playing. Okay. Are you gonna be? Are you going to be graphically designing, rendering videos, photo editing, video editing, and everything on this PC too? Okay. What CPU are you leaning towards right now at this point? In, Intel i7 770K. No, do not go with that. If you are going to be streaming, I would not go with that one. I would go with AMD's Ryzen 7 1700X or 1800X. It's about a $40 difference in between those two. It's cheaper than the Intel too, but it is better for streaming and playing a game at the same time because it has more cores. It's a 8 core hyper threaded uh, it's an 8 core hyper threaded processor with what's the word I'm looking for, with and it's unlocked, so which it means it can be overclocked. I said you want to get either the Ryzen 1700X or 18 AMD Ryzen RYZEN 1700X or 1800X. The 1800X, it gives you a little bit more overclocking room and a little bit more gigahertz. Um, but it has more processing and PCI lanes. So you'll be able to stream at 1080p or 2K resolution, and be able to game at 1080p or 2K resolution at the same time and have no noticeable lag on your stream from CPU bottlenecking. Uh, because with the Intel i7 700K, you're looking at you're going to have to prioritize your stream over the game, which in return is going to make the stream look better, but you're going to get less frames on your game. You're going to get around like 80 to 60 frames at 1080p. If you went with the Ryzen, either one of those two, if you went with either one of the other ones that I was telling you about, you'll get 120, 90 to 120 frames per second while streaming, and you don't have to prioritize the stream because with this piece with this CPU, it has 8 cores. It has 8 cores, so it has 16 threads. Uh, the more threads that you have, the better multitasking that you are able to do. So you'll be able to stream and play at the same time. The Ryzen, go ahead. They should. I mean, it's a very good brand. It's the Ryzen 1700X is 17 is $339, and the 1800X is 399. Oh yeah. I'm like almost positive that they should have that because that's like one of the top sellers for streamers is the Ryzen. The only other one that I would recommend to you that is Intel for streaming and gaming at the same time, that would be the i7. I mean the i9 or the i7 6950K. The i7 6950K, which is like a $500 CPU, or the i9. Yeah, that one right there is good for gaming alone. It's not good to stream and game on that particular CPU because it does not have enough PCI. It does not have enough threads to pull the workload of streaming and gaming at the same time. You'll have a lot more frame loss in either your stream or your game if you prioritize the stream or if you don't prioritize the stream and just prioritize the game. You know, if you don't prioritize the stream, you're gonna have frame rate loss within the stream itself. So it's better. Go ahead. You good? All right, man. All right, dog. Yeah. Yeah. But you see, man. But yeah, I'd go with if you're looking to stream, and you only are looking at one PC, literally one PC, to be able to stream and game on at the same time. I'd go with the Ryzen lineup of the Ryzen 7, either 1700X or 1800X, or the Intel 6950K. Go ahead. Yeah. I mean, you can get that. You can buy it off YouTube. I mean, Amazon. You can have it shipped to you with a bundle with the actual motherboard and the processor for $449.99. Yeah, I'd go with that one. Yeah. Oh, the 1800X. That's the 1800X, ain't it? Yeah. I'd go with that one if you're able to get it for that cheap of a price, because that's literally less than what you'd pay for the 1700X on Amazon. I'd go with that one just because of the fact that it has more cores. It's an 8 core hyper threaded, which means you have 16 threads. You'll be able to game pretty. You'll be able to game uh, at almost as good as the 770K Intel i7-77K. You'll be able to game almost identical to that, but the i7-70K is a little bit better in gaming, but when you put streaming and gaming together on the Intel i7, it's horrible. It's like not even recommended at all. Like that is like something that I could not recommend to you whatsoever. If you really want an Intel processor, you're gonna have to go for one of the higher core count processors, which is either the i9 or the i7 6950. If my memory serves correctly, I'm an IT I'm an IT specialist, so Intel i7 shit i7 either the Intel i7 87K or the Intel. Yeah, it's Intel 6 the it's an Intel. Yeah, but that those bitches are expensive. Yeah. It's a lower clock speed, but with the i9 has a lower clock speed but with more cores. It's a 6 core. It's a 5 core or 6 core processor with 10 or 12 threads. But the Intel i7 6850K is a $500 processor, and it has I'm looking for the thread count. Um, it has a 6 processor count, but I mean, honestly, I'd recommend the Ryzen 1800X because it has 8 cores. So you have a little bit more room to be able to stream and have a good stream at that. And you can also overclock the Intel not the Intel but the Ryzen 1700X. You can overclock it to 4.1 with the 1700X, and you can overclock the 1800X at 4.3 safely. Safely. But yeah, I'd recommend that, which means you're gonna have to change your motherboard around to one that is compatible with the Ryzen 7. Um, are you looking at like an M.2 uh, SATA drive? Yeah, but that motherboard is compatible with Intel, not AMD. Every motherboard is completely different. Um, on the compatibilities that it can have. Hold on 1 second, I can tell you which the motherboards that are like you got like this one right here is a gigabyte motherboard. It's a two-way interface. It has, let's see here, one, two, three, four. Has four has four SLI inputs. Um, it has three SLI inputs for graphics cards. Two for SATA drives. Um, and then you also have one, two, three, four, five, six uh, SATA 3 ports for your um, hard drive. Whether you're gonna go with a uh, whether you're gonna go with a SSD or an internal hard drive, whichever one you choose. Um, but it with the motherboard, it all depends on what you're looking for. Like if you are you gonna overclock your CPU? Well, with the processor that I told you about, you can overclock it a good amount, but I mean you don't have to get good performance out of it. The performance out of it when it comes to streaming and gaming at the same time is top notch. It's better than the 77K overclocked. Yeah. I just wanted to tell you this ahead of time before you invest that money into that, and then you have people telling you that your stream isn't is laggy, isn't it's skipping frames and everything else. With the Intel i7, to be able to stream at 60 frames per second at 1080p, you'd have to prioritize the stream over the game, which in return would make you lose 30 frames or 40 frames on the game, which means you'd only get like 80 frames, 80 to 60 frames while playing the game, depending on what game you're playing on and the frame rate you're playing the game on. But this one I hear, this one isn't a clockable uh, motherboard, but it's $109. It's a Gigabyte LGA 1151 Z120 two-way SLI. Motherboard. The one that if you, that comes with it that's recommended is the um, Gigabyte GA AX370. I just want to. I figured I'd tell you because I wanted to make sure that you get the best experience possible. You know, out of out of everything when it comes to streaming and um, everything else. Yeah. 3.6 and then the 1800 is a the 1800 is a 3.8 gigahertz if I'm not mistaken. Um Look up the um Gigabyte GA dash AX 370 gaming K7. Gigabyte GA dash AX 370 dash gaming K7. Did you get it? Accept my friend's request and I'll send it through Messenger. Huh? Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I'll just send it through Messenger. Hold on a second. Um, you're appearing online, right? Yeah, right here. Yeah, I got you. Alright. Alright, I'm sending it through here. Paste, send. There you go. It's that. That motherboard is overclockable. Um, you'll be able to overclock it and everything, and not have to worry about that if you choose to be able to overclock. Um, How much did you pay for your case? Oh, you only paid $50. So, yeah. If I would have caught you before you bought the case, I would have told you to buy. I would have told you to buy one off Amazon. There's one on Amazon right now that's a Deadpool case that has a built-in uh, water cooling solution for your CPU. I do not recommend water cooling your GPU, your graphics card, unless you know what you're doing. Because you can break it taking it apart if you're not careful. Huh? Huh? Okay, okay, okay. Gotcha. It's funny to put it yourself together. Put it yourself together. It's fun as fuck. It's also cheaper. Got you. But yeah, that motherboard and that graphics card is the recommended go-to. I mean, not graphics card, but processor is the recommended bundle when it comes to that. Because that is literally the top of the line graphics card for everyday use. Now, there's higher end ones that if you want to pay a bang for, that's outclassed. AMD right now is has outclassed Intel 100% in multi application processes. When it comes to doing multiple things at once, AMD has outclassed Intel. Intel is still number one in gaming alone. When it comes to just gaming, by yourself, not streaming, just gaming, Intel is better. You'll get a little bit more frames, like 20 to 10 more frames on Intel, the i7 70K on gaming alone. But when you put streaming and other things in the mix, um, Master Cooler, 420, 240. Master Cooler, 240, 240. That's all you gotta look up. Cooler, yeah, Cooler, yeah, Cooler Master. Yeah, my bad. Cooler Master, 240. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Master Liquid. Well, you see the Master Liquid Lite 240 all-in-one CPU. Yeah, that is if you're going to overclock. If you're not going to overclock, then get a 120. A 120 will be fine if you're not going to overclock. But if you're going to overclock, you want a 220 uh, liquid cooler for your CPU. But this one, but yeah, that, huh? What is that? Oh, change your case? Oh, any case is compatible with Cooler Master. As long as you have either a front mount, a back mount, or a top mount solution for a radiator. You can literally put any radiator in any case as long as it is a DIY case, a do-it-yourself case. long as it's one of those. You said you had what case again? Spell it for me. Spell it for me if you don't mind. Okay. I got that Corsair. What? C or K? C O. Spec 04 or 400C? A spec 2. 2. Oh, okay. I see what case you have. Spec 2 mid-range gaming tower. Yeah, this one will be fine for a front mount radiator. Oh, and you also have a top mount radiator spot too. Depends on if you want a top mount or a front mount. Either one will work. I'd recommend a top mount to screw it in on the top. Oh, I'm looking at your case right here. It's a, you have a glass panel case. Uh, yeah, black and red. Yeah, and buttons on the top. Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, yeah. This one has a. Your case has a it has a top radiator mount at the very top, and then you have a front radiator mount at the front of the case where your disk drives are. You can plug it in either or, but I'd recommend putting it on the top where the where you have the shaded parts, the ventilation system on the top. I'd recommend putting it there. But yeah, they'll be able to do all that. You just they'll probably ask you if you want it on the front or the top radiated mount. What? What happened? What'd you have? Yeah, yeah, your graphics card. Yeah, that's only on that. It may be cheaper where you're getting it from. It may be cheaper where you're getting it from. Cause if you've already made a deal with them and everything, then you don't have to worry about that. That's just telling you how much it would cost today. Like I said, there's all the graphics cards have been literally bought the hell up, and you can't really find any. Hmm. 1070 will work just fine. A 1070 will push you at 2K resolution easily. You'd be at a game at 2K at ultra specs easily at 60 to 100 frames per second, no doubt, on most titles nowadays. 484 for what? The Oh, you talking about where you're getting it from? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you already know how much you're gonna pay for the graphics card, right? You already know all that shit. Yeah, yeah. You'll be good. All those people at those PC places that you're talking about, uh, they should know what they're doing. So, if you already have a, huh? What? Yeah, I told you. I already told you. Everything's already basically sold out. That's why I said if you have your graphics card already, um, uh, on hold for you, you're good. You're golden. You're fine. As long as it is. Yeah. Like I said, if that is the case, then I'd recommend buying a PC that's already built because you're gonna be paying out the ass to build one yourself. Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna. One of my friends had sent me a party chat invite. Yeah. Just let me know if you want any more information or if you have any more questions. I got you. Man. Peace. You too. Sup? Yo, David. Yo, David, you there? Yo. You pick it up? Damn. Ooh, pump. I see you. Wasn't trying to pick that up, but okay. No bullshit. I was building. I hate you. Whatever. Still got my shit though. It's bullshit. Yo, David. David.